Hi, welcome back. Now we are going to do the practicals of Hive. So what am I going to do with this? Earlier, we moved the file from the spool directory, the log file, from the spool directory, the particular Flume directory. Let me just see it again, whether I have that file. Yeah, we have this file which we transferred from the previous session. Now I'm going to make this as one file. The command is cat, all the files in the Flume directory, pipeline, HDFS, put it in the same folder. Okay. While it is going on, let's start the Hive in the other session. Take some time. In the interest of time, I'm starting the Hive in the other. Just see whether I have the file, HDFS, with the cat. This is a cat command to see the content of that particular file, the HDFS. Okay, I just made it as a one file. See whether see the file. Okay. So meanwhile, I don't want this even the three file which we have created. We have already combined it. Let me just remove it. I have only the one that action that log file. Okay. So all the three files are removed. Hive. To start the Hive, we have to just in the command line, we have to just give Hive. Okay. The Hive prompt has come for me to see like what all the databases are there. Show data base command, the semicolon at the end. It help you to see it will list all the databases that you have. Okay. I'm just going to create a database. Let me just get the database. Create database. I will just go. Okay, Hive one. Yeah. Let's keep the name as simple. Create database. Hive one. Okay, the database is created. The database is nothing like a kind of a house or something. I need to go into the house to create the table. So I have created the database. So I have to go to the database or need to go to the database. We have to use a command use Hive one. Okay. Now we have moved to the Hive database, Hive one database. Whether I move to the Hive database or not, it's kind of difficult for me to see. So you can use a set command which will give the database name in which you are currently in. So there are lots of set command out there. You can give it set Hive dot and put the tab. It will list you all the set commands. Okay. Now I'm going to see that the command hive.cli for me to set the database. So if I put hive.cli, gives me print.current DB. Just take that. name of the database what I am currently connected to. If I give show table, it will give the list of the table, but I don't have any tables created, so table. Okay. Now I am going to create a table. Okay, create a table using that log file. So here, create a table. Here, so what is that? External table. If you are creating the external table, means what will happen is even if you drop the table, the file underlying file where you have it, it will not get disturbed. It will not get dropped. Only the logical schema of the table alone it gets dropped. So this is where you want to just create an external table where you just map the table to a particular file. You can use that external table. So you are defining the ID, URL, date, pub ID, and advertisement ID. Here, my file has been terminated by comma. So you are giving row format, delimited field, terminated by comma. And then where my file is, the location, where have you put that add shown.log, you have to specify location with the HDFC, with the path where you have to take the file. Just provide the path, that's enough. And in that path, if you have some other log file of the same format also, you will be able to see the data. And I have headers in that file. So I want to get rid of that header. So TBL property keep.header.line.count is equal to first line, move it up, or else that header will also be considered as a data which we don't want it. Put semicolon and press enter. Your external table will get created. Yes, my table is created. If I give show tables, it should give me the yes, add shown table is getting created. I want to see the schema of the table. Just give describe add shown and semicolon. You can see the schema of the table. And if I want to see the entire details of the table, describe formatted the table name. To see the entire details, what type of table is it? It's an external table, and where do you have that file? The file is the HDFS file is kind of placed it over here. Later you can drop this table also. I can see you can see only the schema will be dropped, but the file will not be dropped. If you create instead of an external table, if you just create a table, what will happen is even if you drop the table, the file also gets dropped. So here I have created the table, external table add shown, and I've seen the structure also. Now let me select the data and see whether so I have the data. If I want to see the data with there is no columns, right? Okay, this is actually my ID, this is my URL, my date of ID, and my advertisement ID. For that also you have the set command. Set I dot CLI or print dot header. So print dot header equal to true. Then if you give the command, you will be able to see the data with the column. Okay, there are various commands are there. So now what am I going to do? So here, if this is a log file which you have taken it from the HDFS system, which actually came from the spooling directory flow. So I want to do some analysis of the data using this data. I have the URL. I want to split the data. I want to see what is the host name. I want to see what is the course. Actually, this URL contains some useful information. Different courses that have been taken by the different online portals, and it is happening in different countries. So I wanted to extract what all the countries are there, what all the host name, and what all the different courses. And I want to do some analysis of the data. So all these things are possible using Hive. Let us see. So before that, before analyzing it, let me also create a. So for me to do that, I have to use a Hive function called past URL. Let me copy it and then I'll explain it to you. So I'm going to create this is not an XML table. I'm going to create a table selecting the ID, date, pub ID, and that is a published ID and the baseful ID. And I'm going to extract the information from this URL column. So for that, I'm using a Hive function called pass_URL. There are lots of Hive functions out there which you can get it from an Apache Hive site. And in this Hive session, practical session, we are not looking into all the Hive functionality. What we are seeing it on a high level is the file the log file which we have taken it out of through the Flume. I'm just analyzing it using that. For that, what all the functions are needed, only those functions we are using it. So coming to this one, where we have the pass_URL function. So this URL has got a thing called query. So if you give query clause and if you give what all there in this you have keyword. Okay. After that, what is there in the keyword that you can get it. After the keyword, what you have, these are all the different courses name. So I can get the course name. Similarly, I want to get the country name also. I am giving the URL, the column name, the class is query, and what I wanted to get, I want to get the country. Put the country, and you will be able to get the country. And I want to get the host name also. For me to get the host name, use the same pass_URL and put the column name URL, and then put the host. I will be getting the host name. So here I am creating another one temporary table. I'm giving the name as a temporary table. It is just a full table. And as selecting the specific details. Like this also you can create a table. So here's the table. And underlying, actually, if you see, it is using the map reduce. It will run for some time. Then you can, let me just